Hey everybody, this is Jeremy,
And Brianna.
and welcome to Adulting
Adulting
Sucks.
Sucks.
So, we're just gonna get to the point. So, with our question of the day, since it's the 5th of December, you know what's going on.
Holidays.
Yes, the struggle through the holidays. So, we're gonna go through topics of what you might go through when you're an adult during the holidays. So, like we already passed Thanksgiving. You blowed up, but you still go and get a lot of food. What does that food cost? A lot of money. But
Like, turkeys are like $15 now.
they're probably more than that.
It's crazy.
Our turkey breast was probably about like $20.
Yeah, just
So
nothing.
you spend quite a bit of money. We all know that. But our topics that we can hit is with wrapping presents.
Wrapping
So,
presents 100% is probably the struggle because you have to buy paper. They have to either look Pinterest perfect, and always have the perfect bow. People will judge you sometimes if you have like weird wrapping paper or like your skills of like wrapping paper. You just threw it in a bag that doesn't look ideally perfect. People
Yeah.
hate that.
like the go-to move, it's overly easy, but you just go to Dollar Tree, you get a bag, you get some Scotch tape.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. But I can still, of course, wrap gifts. But, with people that get gifts and everything, like, they usually get these overly expensive, like, $5 boxes. Like, those $5
Yeah.
boxes at Walmart?
Pure decorative boxes that no one wants to use or open because they're perfect or they want to keep them
Yeah.
for years and
So,
years and years.
with all of that, like, with wrapping and everything, like, you don't want to, like, just pick the same wrapping paper and just wrap them all the time. I've seen that where people would just wrap all their gifts and buy, like, 6 or 7 things of wrapping paper of the same thing, and all their presents would just be the exact same wrapping paper. You gotta get multiple, all different types of varieties just to wrap. A lot of people can't wrap, but you can still get boxes, and, of course, tape them.
Yeah.
But usually, those are, like, good, like, if you have, like, the little boxes, but you get, like, clothing items. Like, that's perfect for it. Because how often are you going to wrap a present and, like, get, like, clothes and just wrap it?
I do that sometimes if I don't have a box.
Yeah, if we don't have more box, if you run out,
I'm also like, if it's snowing outside and I'm too lazy to go outside and get one, I'm like, wrapping it like old school.
That's just a struggle already.
Just barely gently hand it to them when you give it to them. Like, here you go.
Yeah, so.
I would say off that tangent, it would be more of like the expensive presents that we have to mentally say, you know what, I'm going to buy you a flat screen TV, which I dropped down $400 for your gift, just so then I can say, or mentally can have the power to say I have a better gift than you did.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
definitely.
why do we have to have the power to say, oh, I got a better gift than you last year. I got to top that next year.
Or when they have a
You're
present.
going people go in debt for the holidays.
Oh, definitely.
That's just scary.
People
it's not what
max-
Christmas is about,
Exactly. People max out their credit cards.
which is crazy.
Yeah, you got to manage, and you got to.
And I get it, if you want to go and get something on Black Friday and buy yourself, buy a little something for yourself because you got it on a deal. That makes sense. But your family's been wanting a new TV or something like that anyway. But that's just still a lot
Oh, definitely.
to drop down on a gift.
Yeah. Well, as for wrapping presents, it can be difficult sometimes. But for our next topic, what we can move on to is family during the holidays. We're not putting anybody on the spot, but family can be a lot of trouble. You've seen the movies.
Yeah, some of them are not as ideally perfect. Some are not cookie cutter, but they make families look perfect on the holidays when some of them are not. Like, I would say the only one that makes like what movie makes Christmas holidays and family look legit is Christmas Vacation. Because that's authentic. That there's the in-laws are bickering back and forth. This crazy cousins or family brothers come in and you're like, what are you doing? Or they'll judge you for what you do for a living or don't do. It's just crazy, But I will say about one more crazy thing about it is that I I would say adding on to just having that is that we don't have enough to deal with. So, like, having Christmas cards, doing all that, and having all of the expectations over the holidays just suck. I also want to talk about something crazy about the Elf on the Shelf, because why is the Elf on the Shelf so famous and popular? It's creepy, and also it makes us adults / parents have to move it around the house at night and make it do all these crazy magical things when it can literally just sit there and not look creepy, because it's kind of creepy. And they make movies about it. I don't like that. I don't like how it's very creepy. Just all around creepy. So comment down below if you think it's creepy, because I think it's creepy.
But resuming, on my point on Elf on the Shelf, it is creepy, but
It just sits there and stares.
And what the thing is, like, I mean, you don't just have one elf on the shelf. Like, some people have multiple, and they just collect the elves. It's just
I don't want that.
I guess, like, with the elf on the shelf,
I'd rather have, like, the Grinch on the shelf. You know, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and that's what we kind of do throughout the holidays. Like, we have a Grinch.
And he moves around the house.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, I get the point,
so she has to, like, she'll eventually have to find him in whatever room, but that's it.
In our experience, like, we're going to find something less creepy, and we just find the Grinch less creepy, I guess.
It's more fun.
Yes.
I would say the next thing would probably be, like, pictures with Santa.
Yeah, pics with Santa.
There's always that one kid who dreads it or has a meltdown, who gets all excited to see Santa. I'm going to see Santa, I'm going to see Santa. And then gets there and, like, utterly loses their shit.
I mean, how often do you get a really good photo with Santa Claus with your child? Especially when they're a little bit younger. I mean, I can see them being 3 or 4 years old with a little better of an attitude to take photos and be patient. I mean, of course, like, with our 4-month, we already know we're probably going to wait a year or so.
I might even wait a few years.
Yeah, we might wait till she's 3 or 4. So
she's a little bit more mature enough to be like, okay, I know what you're going to do. And if I'm crazy in front of you, then you're not going to give me any gifts. I got that.
Yes. So
otherwise, she's going to see this crazy guy with a white beard, red outfit, and just saying, what do you want for Christmas? Ho, ho, ho. She'll have a meltdown.
And in a way, it's really actually creepy, but, like, I mean, everybody does it. I don't understand the point. I mean, yes, people want to get photos. They want to get the holiday cards. I mean, going down the list, we'll talk about that further on. But, I mean, pics with Santa, it's just like a parent thing that they do.
I think most parents want their kid to picture with Santa. And I'm like, I will do it at least once. Yeah. But I'm not going to do it every year.
Yeah, no.
Unless Jude asks us she wants to do it.
If she wants us to do it, of course we'll do it. But, like, if she's like, I don't want to be with Santa, like, I'm not going to force my child to just be with Santa while she's just like, we know that she doesn't want to be there.
No.
She'd rather go to the Lego shop and shop for Legos.
Fine with that.
Yes. Just make sure they're big enough.
And then, like, how you said before, like, Christmas cards, how the kid, like, either the kids or the family is secretly miserable in the photo, like, right after, like, they have to either coordinate or wear the same matching outfit or be all, you know, cookie cutter perfect. And you have that one parent's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. We have to put perfect. Oh, like, Billy, keep your hand, you know, down, or, you know, keep your head facing this way. Don't look down that way. Don't look angry. You better smile, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. So, I mean, there are those actual controlling
parents.
Comes
out perfect, but you know secretly deep down they did not like doing it.
The parent is yelling at their child to make sure that it is perfect.
But I'm like, why can't you just take a silly photo and it still be authentic? Because you can take a nice photo and still be yourselves. Having those photos just make you look like you're trying so hard to show everybody on your Christmas card list that we are a perfect family.
Or the social media life.
Yeah. I'm like, you don't need to do that. If you're not being yourself, even in a photo, you're not being authentic to you. You know, like, you're not being yourself in any way. It's just also a really bad example to kids and stuff, showing them that don't need to be yourself. You need to hide. We had a small intermission. Don't worry.
Okay, well, I mean, with Pics with Santa, overall, in conclusion, with that topic, it it could be fun, but it also can be like less fun when your kids don't like it. Make sure, if you can, like tip wise, like make sure your kids like it. I mean, I haven't dealt with that situation, but of course I'm not gonna force my kid to do something that they don't want to do. And if it's something that they're crying about, maybe wait, or like ask them about it. Like, let your kid have an opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
let them be included if they have the ability to be. Like, if they're at that age to
Yeah.
have an opinion, let them have the opinion. Let them be involved.
Yes, but to continue on with the Christmas cards, I mean, yes, with me and Brianna's opinion about it, I mean, we would get photos and we'd get cards for close friends and family. We're not gonna just post them out like,
To, like,
if we know their
thousands
address.
of people.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not doing it to my whole contact list.
how
that's for
often has someone come to your house and like they know your address and like they would just send out a card? Like, we didn't want that, or we didn't ask for it. And sometimes people, I mean, I'm usually nice about it. Like, I would put it on my fridge. But like, if it's someone random, like, who wants a random photo? It's just my opinion.
And it's also like some people will just do it to like legitimately their contact list. So it's like you'll have been in your contacts like 4 years ago, and you're like, I didn't know you still knew me.
Yeah.
But thank you for your Christmas card. But I didn't need a life update. But
Yeah.
thank you though.
So, sometimes you
I'm
just
be nice about it. You know, I'll put it up, but I'm not gonna be like, thanks. I'm not gonna send you one back.
right. Sometimes you just got to stay introverted about your own personal business, so people don't have to deal with that. And
Then going from there, I would say having not enough gifts for certain somebodies.
yes. So I mean, there are those people out there that, I guess, like with how they were raised or something, like they're kind of in the higher end of, like
Society.
their parents have the higher end kind of income, and usually, I mean, you can go all out for your kids, but with some people, like, you gotta teach them to understand that it's not all about the gifts.
Yeah, and it's like one of those people who will, you give them a gift, but then they're like, oh, I didn't give you anything. Or I brought homemade cookies as your gift, and I put some time and effort into it. Even if I didn't, like, you were low on budget, you know, like, you gave them something, though. And I made it from scratch kind of thing. And they're like, well, where's my gift?
Yeah.
I didn't get my gift. I got you one. Where's mine? And I'm like, I didn't. That's not necessary.
Or
That's
like,
not what it's about. I made you something at least, and I acknowledged your presence.
correct. Or like when, say, one kid has like 3 or 4 gifts, and like this other kid has 2 or 3 gifts. Like, oh, you got more gifts than me. But I mean, it could be about like that. Maybe that person that got more gifts, they were less expensive or something, but they evened it out to the same price. So like, you got to understand that. I mean, it's not all about the gifts. Just appreciate that a person thought of you for that gift. So, and in a way, yeah, gifts can really suck sometimes.
Amen.
So,
Then I will say that probably can end this episode today. I will say subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can listen to all of our podcasts. Yep, and listen to Jude in the background. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is linked down below, and I do the behind the scenes of all of our vlogs and all of our podcast episodes, so hit that button to subscribe to all of those. Everything will be in the description below.
yes. And as of course, you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.